Hello Star Wars collectors, I'm Mando Menace, and here today we have a very special review of the brand new Beskar Mandalorian from the Black Series. This amazing figure should be dropping soon with the rest of its wave, including Admiral Akbar, Tebow, the Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian, the Clone Trooper from Kamino, and Luke and Darth Vader as well. I managed to pick this up off eBay, so I've got it a little bit earlier, but the rest of the wave should not be far behind. So I just thought I'd show you a comparison between the original Black Series packaging that we got the first Mandalorian in, this is a carbonised one, versus the new one. And the first thing I noticed was how much smaller the boxes are. I had Zeb, which is a bigger box than this one, because obviously he's a bigger figure. But yeah, the size of the box is definitely a lot smaller in volume than the original ones that we've had. So first up, let's go through the packaging. And I think this packaging is definitely an improvement, as I said previously in my Zeb video, over the original Black Series. There's a lot more to see, and obviously you've got, in this example here, an amazing, lovely image on the side. I mean, I love artwork anyway, but you can even see like the pencil lines and the drawings on it. It's really, really nice, and it's a lovely glossy finish as well. You can really see that in the light there. So, on the front of the box, we've got the figure in the window, and we've got the new Galaxy line branding. So this one here is part of the Mandalorian. So all of the figures from the Mandalorian will have this orange colour scheme running through it. So you've got the stripe running around the back. And this is number 1 from that collection too. I'll just give you a bit of the spiel that's on the back here. So as it reads, the Mandalorian, his body is shielded by Beskar armour. His face is hidden behind a T-visored mask, and his past is wrapped in mystery. No one is quite sure who the well-equipped stranger is. So yeah, that's the standard description, and if you've watched the show or not been hiding under a rock for the last few months, you will know exactly who this guy is. And I've got to say, he looks amazing. We need to get this one out of the packaging. So yeah, we've got the lovely image on the side, the new window at the front, and then we've also got an image at the back as well. It's a lot more colourful, it's a lot more interesting to look at, and it feels actually a lot more expensive as well. The folds of the cardboard that they've got here on the sides, they've definitely stepped it up with the packaging, so yeah, you've got to praise Hasbro for that one at least. Okay, so let's break him out the packaging. So the boxes are obviously a little bit different to what we're used to. You now open them up from the top, and there's 4 pieces of tape that you have to cut through. So if you want to keep your boxes nice, which I do, you'll want to make sure you do it nicely. So I just basically snipped it with a craft knife. Nice smooth cut there. I don't bother trying to peel the sellotape off. And then what is different, and similar to the SH Figure Arts figures, if you've ever collected them before, is that it comes in its own all-consuming plastic case. It's also the same for Codes Bakia and Artifacts figures as well. So it's basically got its own plastic tray, which is really nice. Okay, so this is the figure out of the packaging, and initial impressions are they've nailed it. I mean, this armour is absolutely fantastic anyway. It's going to transfer itself well over to an action figure, but this really, really does look stunning. So first of all, we'll go through the accessories that the action figure comes with. So obviously the main difference with the Beskar Mandalorian is the armour, and in the last episode, if you've seen it, he gets given a jetpack, and this is actually, it goes really nicely with this figure. So there's not too much paint on this one. It might be a little bit silver in the TV show than it actually is here, but it's got 3 pegs at the back, and it fits really, really nicely. If you've collected Boba Fett and Jango Fett figures from all the different scales in the past, you'll know that the jetpacks, and that even for like Pre-Vizsla, for example, you know the jetpacks do come out very easily, but this one's a really, really nice fit. So that's the jetpack, and then we've also got the incinerator rifle. So this is much the same as the original one that comes with the standard Mandalorian. And then again, you have to be careful with the paint. I've noticed in all the different versions I've had, the Beskar, the carbonised one as well, the paint does seem to come off quite easily. It becomes tacky and kind of comes off on your fingers if you hold it too much. So I mean, I can feel it getting a little bit tacky there already. And what I tend to do is I have it displayed at the back part. So where we've got this little bit here, which also comes in handy for the jetpack, this little bit, this slot fits into this lock here, like so. And it actually fits nicely, more nicely than the original one, I'd say. And that's like the standard kind of Mandalorian look that you get. So in terms of articulation, the head is a swivel head. It's on a ball joint, so there's a bit of movement. Another thing that I'll mention in a minute is this head shouldn't be taken off, and I'll explain why. You've also got the double ball jointed elbows, swivel wrists, you've got the ball jointed shoulders, that's both sides. You've got a little bit of ab crunch there. I'll take this off. A little bit of ab crunch just there, which is really nice. Swivel hips, ball hinged knees, ball hinged ankles as well. They managed to hide the screws. They're not too much trouble here. You do get some that are discoloured that are different. And then you've always got the cape as well there as well. So some of the details that they've added to this one, which is what I really like about it. You've got the sigil or the signet of the Mandalorian's clan, and this is the Mudhorn from episode 2. And they've done that detail really, really nice there, as you can see. Some other bits on the armour, so they've been careful to show that they kept this original panel here, that it's not just all silver, there's a bit of colouring they've added to it, which is really nice. You've got all the bits of ammunition that he uses throughout the show, here as well. You've also got his handgun, which I don't like to take out and off, because again, the paint is an issue with this figure, unfortunately, sometimes, especially with the weapons. But yeah, as you can see, it's nice just to give you a bit of the detail on it there. And then another cool feature is from episode 3, when he escapes with the child, he has been made some whistling birds by the armourer. So these are the whistling birds here, like little arrows that shoot out and kill the stormtroopers. So yeah, the details they've added are really, really cool. These are actually flash grenades that he used in the fifth episode when he went to Tatooine. So yeah, the details on this figure is fantastic. They've really, really done a nice job with that. You've also got the holster there for the gun, if you so wish to put it in there. This is how I usually have the Mandalorian. Like that, with his pulse rifle, incinerator rifle, on his back. So as I mentioned previously, it does come with a jetpack. And if you remember the show, you can attach the jetpack without the cape on it, but in the show he doesn't actually have the cape on at the same time, and I think practically it would get in the way of all the flames and set fires to himself, so yeah, it's a bit of a health hazard. So I've seen online people taking the helmet off to take the cape off, and I think it's possible, but it doesn't feel like it should do. I know you get some figures which come off really easily and straightforward, as if the head is supposed to come off. This doesn't feel like that. It feels like the neck joint is supposed to be in there. But what you can do is the cape actually comes off quite easily over the head. So if you get it just right, it should come off quite straightforward. It's flexible rubber. Nearly come off then. There we go. So you just got to get it over the helmet parts. Like that. It's come off. It's much better to just try and do that delicately than pull the head off, in my opinion. And that's taken us, what, 20 seconds or so. Right. The jetpack attaches really, really nicely. So you've got these 3 pegs here, and if you line up the strap with this piece, it should fit in really nicely. So there we go. It's a little click, and I think he looks amazing with the jetpack on. I think this is a really strong look. And this is the look he has at the end of episode 8, chapter 8, and This is also how he's displayed on some of the Black Series promotional images as well that they've got of him. But yeah, I think this figure looks absolutely phenomenal. I just think the actual design of him lends itself really well to being an action figure. I mean, you get a lot of characters that look who are good characters but don't necessarily look the part to be a cool action figure, but this one definitely is. Well, I thought I'd show you a shot of the 3 existing Black Series Mandalorians and of course the child. So we've got the brand new Beskar Mandalorian in the middle, we've got the very original standard Mandalorian Black Series release on the left, and on the right we've got the carbonised version. And I love all of these figures for all different reasons really. I think they all look great, I think they all work well together. I think I prefer the design and the colours of the Beskar Mandalorian. I mean, this is like his final form, isn't it, I suppose, in terms of the TV show. But I think I like all of them. I really like the use of the Shore Trooper armour on the standard and carbonised version one. But yeah, I think they all look great together, and they will all be displayed together as well. Here's the Beskar Mandalorian with IG-11 and Cara Dune as well. Again, they all look really good together. We're finally starting to get, you know, enough characters to make the collection look really, really good, especially in the Black Series. And also we're due some as well in the Vintage collection, which is great. And finally, here's the Beskar Mandalorian with the amazing Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, one of the best Black Series figures we've ever had. And to be honest, I think both of them are 2 of the best Black Series figures we've ever had. Look absolutely great together. And finally, here he is holding the child. The ultimate duo together. Well, thank you for watching the first Mando review on the Mando Menace YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and may the Force be with you.